2025 is the year of AI agents. They're blowing up like crazy. Now, if you're a complete beginner, don't worry. I'll explain what AI agents are, how to build them, and why you even need them. We'll also understand their relation with large language models, what large language models are, and how all of this ties into something called N8N, which is another buzzword you might have heard. So let's start with large language models. Large language models, example, ChatGPT, Claude, Grok from Twitter, all of them are like super intelligent computers or brains that know, learn, and can do virtually anything given the right set of tools. In your traditional ChatGPT interface, you can say something like explain the ending of Interstellar and it comes up with a response. So the input you're giving here is usually text, some files, images, and the output you usually get is again text code, which is again text, images, and you can also generate videos thanks to Sora. Now, just imagine this. What if you could give ChatGPT real world problems and give it the right tools? And since it's so intelligent, virtually has knowledge of everything, it'll do everything on its own. That's the promise of AI agents. Let me explain it with an example. You have a local travel agent called John. You go to John and you say, John, I need a 2 week trip to Bali and my budget is $2,000. This is important. So, John is an expert in travel domain and he books flight tickets for you, he books hotels for you, he does visa, he takes care of insurance. And how does he do that? Well, he has tools at his disposal. And the tools may be his own personal website, maybe a booking.com separate website, maybe he knows people in Bali. So with his tools, he does what you want within your budget, right? He has context of you, so he has a super smart brain regarding travel. And he also has memory, right? He knows the context of who you are and what kind of hotels you'd prefer. Just imagine replacing John with a super intelligent computer. What is the most intelligent computer? Well, it's an AI agent. Now, John is limited to travel, but your AI agent can virtually do almost everything. It can do travel, it can do finances, it can do your coding, it can generate images. The possibilities are virtually endless. And how does it do that? Well, a typical AI agent requires a super smart brain. What is a super smart brain? We already have it. It's ChatGPT or Claude or Grok or any large language model. It needs memory to understand the context of it. It needs some sort of memory. We can provide that with a database. And it needs access to real world tools like Notion, Gmail, Google Sheet, databases, APIs, and all of that stuff. And that way we can virtually make AI agents do any of our tasks. We told John that our budget is $2,000. For AI agents, our budget will be the API calls and the tokens that we consume with the large language models. Sometimes it may be free depending on the workflow, and the task is literally anything. Let me give you an example. So, here's a simple AI agent. It scans for new email, checks the content of the email, and based on the content of the email, it replies to that sender, right? This is a simple AI email agent. How do you achieve all of this? Well, like I told you, you need a brain, you need memory, and you need tools. The best way to do this is using something called N8N. In fact, we'll be building this workflow in the next tutorial. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. This is a no code way to build AI agents. Hopefully, you got it. So, just like John has his tools, his knowledge, how do you get unlimited knowledge? Well, you just add a chat model like OpenAI. You give memory by adding a tool. You can then give it access to all the real world tools to solve real world problems. In this case, I just want a simple intelligent email reply agent. That's what I built. That's what we're going to build in the next video. Hopefully, you understood what AI agents are, and N8N is the best no code way to build them. Stay tuned for more and subscribe to AI with Karthik, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.